Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the next segment. By now we should have 4 nodes defined at 5,000 millimeters, 3,000 millimeters, and then another 5,000 millimeters. So you got a total base width of 13,000 millimeters. And I alluded to using what we call the clone tool in my last video to make things much easier when dealing with frames that are a little bit bigger, such as this one. Instead of creating every single node independently, we can simply just copy and paste and create the nodes that way. So what we want to do, we want to go to the second from the bottom on your geometry modeling tools. It's called clone multiple copies of clipboard contents. So now we want to put these nodes into the clipboard contents. In order to do so, just highlight them, go to edit, and copy. Boom, there you go. Now they're in the clipboard contents. Then you want to right click on clone multiple copies, and that brings you up to this window. And so now we want to go and make a translation. We want to have our first copy spacing of 4,000 millimeters, right? And then additional copy spacing, we want 1 additional copy spacing because looking back at our structure, we've got 4,000 up and then another 3,000 because, so this is cut off a little bit, but that's 3,000 millimeters to our second story, or third story, sorry. And we want to do 1 additional copy, and we want to put it at 3,000 millimeters. And now remember that the additional copies, it's going to jump off of the first copy spacing. So in total, we want 7,000 millimeters. So the first floor is going to be 4,000 millimeters. And then on top of that, we want another 3,000 millimeters. So remember that the additional copy spacing is always going to be on top of the first copy spacing, okay? So press OK. And there you go. Now we can see that we've got our 4,000 millimeters and our 3,000 millimeters. And all of the numerical system is the same. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then if you notice that the bottom ones are still highlighted in red, don't worry about that. That's just meaning that, okay, these ones are still on the clipboard to copy. So there's nothing that changes. In order to take that away, you just have to literally go and copy something else and put that other thing on the clipboard. But that doesn't change the structural integrity of our system whatsoever.